Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to live independently as you age? What if there were simple habits that could keep you from becoming a burden to your loved ones? And most importantly, are you ready to discover the secrets that could change your life forever? Many people quietly lie awake at night, worrying about whether they're becoming a burden to their family or friends. It's a hidden fear that tends to grow stronger as the years pass. What if one day, your children or close friends start to feel overwhelmed by your needs? In this video, I'll share 7 powerful pieces of wisdom that have allowed me, at 82, to live freely, without being a burden to anyone. These aren't lofty, impossible goals. Instead, they are simple, yet deeply effective choices that can bring peace and comfort to both you and those around you. From maintaining strength in both body and mind, to fostering relationships that lift you up rather than weigh you down, every insight here is designed to help you feel confident and independent. Stay with me until the very end, because what you learn today might forever change the way you think about aging. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. Your support helps us continue to create meaningful content that informs and inspires. Let's dive right in. The first essential step is daily physical activity. One of the most valuable habits I've embraced to avoid becoming a burden is staying physically active every single day. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. It's all about making movement a natural, non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Whether it's a peaceful walk around your neighborhood, tending to a small garden, or practicing gentle stretches at home, every little bit of movement contributes to your strength and stability. By staying active, you protect your muscle tone, improve joint flexibility, and enhance your balance. 3 crucial factors that reduce the risk of falls and injuries that could leave you dependent on others. You don't need to push yourself too hard. Just remember, every step you take is a step toward freedom and independence. It doesn't have to be fast or intense. What truly makes the difference is consistency, along with the quiet sense of pride that comes from knowing you're doing your best to care for yourself. Many people tend to overlook just how much regular physical activity safeguards independence as we age. I remember meeting a man named George, who was 78 at the time. He told me how, after a gentle nudge from his doctor, he began walking just 15 minutes a day. It didn't seem like much at first, but he stayed with it. Within just a few months, he noticed incredible changes. His stamina grew, his mood brightened, and he felt much more stable on his feet. His family couldn't help but notice, too. They saw not only the improvement in his physical health, but also a remarkable shift in his spirit. He no longer needed assistance to stand up from a chair or to manage the steps outside his home. There's something deeply comforting, for both ourselves and those who care about us, when we take these simple, steady actions to stay strong. These small but consistent efforts send a clear message without needing words. I'm not giving up on myself, and you don't need to worry about me so much. That unspoken message is a true gift. It can ease the hearts of those who love us and bring us a wonderful sense of peace. Another important lesson I've learned that has helped me avoid becoming a burden is the value of careful financial management. This isn't about accumulating great wealth or chasing after riches. It's about making mindful, thoughtful choices that help protect your dignity and safeguard the well-being of those around you. I've always believed that living within your means and setting aside a little for unexpected needs is one of the most considerate things you can do, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. Over time, small financial habits, like avoiding unnecessary expenses, keeping a close eye on bills, and planning ahead for medical costs or unexpected home repairs, can create a lasting difference. There's a deep, quiet comfort that comes from knowing you won't have to rely on others simply because you overlooked something or let your spending get out of control. I'm reminded of a man I once knew named Harold, who was 85. He used to say, with a smile, that true peace of mind often begins with a balanced checkbook. Harold wasn't wealthy by any means. In fact, he lived quite simply. But he kept his finances steady and predictable, making thoughtful choices every step of the way. Because of this, his children never had to stress about sudden emergencies or unexpected debts. They could simply enjoy their time with him, knowing that he had everything under control. When we take the time to manage our resources wisely, we send a quiet but powerful message. It says, I respect myself, and I respect you too. That message alone can do more than words ever could. It lightens the invisible weight that loved ones sometimes carry, simply by knowing we're taking care of ourselves. If you're still here and finding these insights meaningful, I'd love to know. Please comment number 2 below so I can see you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. Turn on the bell icon as well, so you never miss any of our helpful, inspiring videos. Your support keeps us going and allows us to keep sharing valuable wisdom. Now, let's move forward. One of the most important lessons I've learned is about asking for help early and honestly. Many people think asking for help is a sign of weakness, but I've discovered that reaching out before small problems become major ones is actually a sign of wisdom and strength. When you speak up early, you give your family and friends the chance to assist you in ways that are simple, manageable, and far less stressful for everyone involved. It's far better to ask for help before a situation becomes a full-blown crisis. There's absolutely no shame in saying, I could use a hand with this. Whether it's lifting something heavy, figuring out confusing paperwork, or seeking a second opinion about a health concern, asking early is a wise and thoughtful choice. People generally want to help. What wears them down is when they're only called upon after a problem has already escalated into something urgent and overwhelming. I remember a woman I knew, Margaret, who was 81. For many years, she tried to handle everything on her own. She believed that doing it all herself was the only way to stay independent. But as time went on, she realized something surprising. By allowing others to help her with small tasks, like changing a light bulb or carrying groceries, she wasn't giving up her independence at all. Instead, she was offering her loved ones peace of mind, because they knew she was safe and well cared for. By asking for help early, she avoided letting those small chores turn into dangerous situations. The truth is, when you speak up early, you protect yourself while also giving your family and friends a quiet sense of relief. It shows them that you're wise enough to take care of yourself before problems grow. That, in itself, is a powerful gift, one of the simplest yet most effective ways to ensure you never become a burden. Another essential choice that has served me well throughout the years is staying on top of my health. I've learned that taking care of my body isn't just something to do when something feels wrong. It's something I must prioritize all the time. Regular checkups, routine tests, and listening carefully to my body's signals have become essential habits. They've allowed me to catch potential issues before they grow into bigger problems. And by doing this, I've spared my loved ones the emotional strain and heartache that often come when health problems go unnoticed for too long. Health problems often go unnoticed until they become serious, but there is a quiet, undeniable strength in being proactive about your well-being. Taking charge of your health not only benefits you, it also shows your loved ones that you value yourself and care about their peace of mind too. I remember my neighbor Paul, who was 79 when he began experiencing mild dizzy spells. Instead of brushing it off or hoping it would simply go away, he immediately scheduled an appointment with his doctor. It turned out that the cause was something quite simple, an easy fix with a slight adjustment to his medication. That one visit allowed him to regain his balance and continue living independently, without worry. It's easy to dismiss regular checkups or small health concerns as minor. But those small check-ins and simple steps can often be the very things that prevent the need for more serious medical care down the road. There's a deep comfort in knowing that you're not only looking out for yourself, but also doing your part for those who love and care for you. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Your support truly helps us keep creating meaningful content designed to inform and inspire. Now, moving forward, another powerful choice that has helped me avoid becoming a burden is keeping my living space simple and manageable. This has been one of the most practical and effective steps I've taken over the years. As time passed, I gradually realized that holding on to too many things, whether it was excess furniture, decorative trinkets, or unnecessary household items, only made daily living more difficult. A cluttered home increases the risk of falls, causes confusion, and creates extra work, not only for you, but also for anyone who might visit to lend a helping hand. By choosing to simplify and keep only the things that I truly need and use, I've created a safer, calmer space that's far easier to manage. By simplifying my surroundings, I've created a home that supports my independence instead of working against it. It's truly remarkable how much lighter and freer life feels when you no longer have to worry about dusting around countless little trinkets or carefully stepping through a maze of objects that no longer serve a meaningful purpose. I often think about my friend Ellen, who was 83 when she made the decision to downsize. Her large, cluttered house had started to feel overwhelming, both physically and emotionally. She bravely chose to move into a smaller, cozier place, one that was easier to clean, easier to move around in, and far easier for her children to visit without feeling like they had to spend their time helping with chores every time they stopped by. I'll never forget the relief in her voice when she described how freeing that move was. Her words carried such joy, like a weight had been lifted. A manageable, clutter-free space is truly a gift you give yourself, but it's also a subtle yet powerful way to send a message to your loved ones. I've got this under control. You don't need to worry about me. That quiet reassurance has a way of lifting the burden from everyone's shoulders. Another key decision that has kept me from becoming a burden is nurturing friendships and staying connected to my community. One of the most powerful steps I've taken is making sure I remain involved with people who encourage and uplift me. It's easy, as we grow older, to let our world shrink little by little. Before we realize it, we may find ourselves relying too heavily on just one or two people, often family, for all kinds of support, whether emotional, social, or practical. But by maintaining strong connections with friends, neighbors, and groups that share my interests, I've created a support network that helps me stay steady and balanced. These friendships offer more than just companionship. They provide a safety net that keeps me from leaning too much on any one person. With these connections, there's always someone to enjoy a meal with, someone to call when I need a ride to an appointment, or simply someone to share a good conversation with when the day feels long. Whenever I start to feel a bit lonely, I think of my old friend Frank, who was 80 when he made a simple but life-changing decision. After his wife passed away, instead of withdrawing, he decided to join a local walking group. That single step not only helped him stay physically active, but it also surrounded him with kind-hearted people, folks who looked out for him and whom he could look out for in return. Investing in friendships and community ties is a true gift. You offer yourself the priceless comfort of companionship, and at the same time, you give your family peace of mind, knowing you are not alone or isolated. Isn't it reassuring to know that by staying connected, you're creating a circle of care around yourself? If you're still watching this video and finding these insights meaningful, please comment number 6 below so I know you're here with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss any future videos. Your support means a lot and allows us to continue sharing thoughtful content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move ahead. One of the most profound yet quiet changes I've made in my life was learning to let go. Specifically, letting go of the need to control everything around me. It wasn't easy at first. As we grow older, it's only natural to cling tightly to our routines, to our possessions, and to the familiar ways we've always done things. But I realized that the more I tried to control every detail, the more stress and friction it created, especially between me and those who care about me. Once I softened my grip and allowed others to step in now and then, something remarkable happened. I discovered peace, and my relationships became more harmonious. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up on what matters. It means learning to tell the difference between what's truly essential and what's merely habit. I often think of my cousin Walter, who was 84. He used to insist on handling every little task around his home, even though his hands weren't as steady as they once were. Eventually, he allowed his grandson to help with small repairs. And when he did, something beautiful unfolded. Their bond grew stronger, and Walter felt less burdened by chores that no longer brought him joy. Letting go of control, when it's wise to do so, is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and strength. It shows your loved ones that you trust them and that you value peace and connection more than insisting everything must be done your way. And often, this simple shift is one of the most powerful ways to prevent yourself from becoming a source of stress to those you love. As we wrap up this video, I invite you to take a quiet moment to reflect on the 7 pieces of wisdom we've explored together. Which one resonated with you the most? Which lesson do you recognize in your own life, or perhaps feel inspired to embrace from this point forward? Living without becoming a burden isn't about chasing perfection. It's about the small, thoughtful choices we make every single day. Choices that help us safeguard our independence, strengthen our relationships, and allow us to move through life with grace, confidence, and peace of mind. I truly hope these insights have offered you both encouragement and practical ideas you can carry with you as you continue your own journey. Remember, every small step you take to care for yourself is also a quiet but powerful gift to those who care deeply about you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you've learned from this video, along with how you plan to apply it in your daily life. Your thoughts matter, and reading your comments brings us great encouragement and inspiration to continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue producing valuable content to inform, inspire, and empower viewers like you. Wishing you good health, happiness, and peace always. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.